What's up, guys? Ngozi Ekeledo here with your headlines. So that Kylie Jenner news that we were all wondering about, was she pregnant? Was she not pregnant? We pretty much knew she was pregnant. She finally confirmed it, and it came in an Instagram post on Sunday, the 20-year-old announcing that she gave birth to a baby girl. And she also gave us the reason why she was keeping pretty mum about it, saying, "My pregnancy was one I chose not to do in front of the world, and there was no gotcha moment, no big paid reveal I had planned."
Do pop-ups still have a purpose in 2018, or is it just something for you to flex on social media? I want to check out the Happy Place to see if people actually leave feeling happy or not. It's a move that comes a year ahead of schedule, with every police officer in the city now equipped with these police body cameras. CPD officials announced that on Sunday, and this is the largest deployment of body-worn cameras in the country, with more than 7,000 CPD personnel donning the gear.
On Monday, the Dow experienced its biggest single-day drop in history, spiraling nearly 1,200 points after reaching record gains just last month.
I spoke to an O'Hare employee earlier, and she said she didn't know the official number of flights delayed or canceled, but according to the website FlightView, more than 140 flights were canceled from O'Hare in Midway for those passengers traveling to or from Atlanta, with 40 more cancellations due today from both airports.
2 people were killed and more than 100 were injured in a deadly train crash in South Carolina over the weekend. It happened when an Amtrak train that was traveling on the wrong track collided with a freight train that was stopped. This is the 3rd deadly Amtrak crash in the past 2 months.
Chicago has become sort of the pop-up capital of the country this summer. We've seen plenty of experiences for people in the city to come to, but what happens when the purpose of the pop-ups are actually lost? Do pop-ups still have a purpose in 2018, or is it just something for you to flex on social media? I want to check out the Happy Place to see if people actually leave feeling happy or not.
The Happy Place was created by Jared Paul with the original mission to, well, do what the title intended: create a little bit more happiness in people's lives.
You just forget who you are. You just, want to be a kid again.
It opened in LA originally in 2017 and quickly sold out. Now in the Windy City, its popularity remains. It fits the bill for families, but with something this visual, of course, it's also become a bucket list for, you guessed it, bloggers, influencers, and pretty much anyone on social media.
I think all those Instagram pictures that girls are taking now draws them here.
During its LA run, for example, some visitors were even doing outfit changes to maximize their looks from the different rooms. So with that many shots snapped and redos and boomerangs, it makes the lines pretty long. As visitors, we get to see what we want and leave. Imagine dealing with this as one of the workers at these pop-ups. It's a true exercise in patience, and they witness firsthand the chaos of creating #content on a brain-draining loop.
It is mostly just kind of standing there and trying not to look awkward while people like right next to you are taking like 1,001 photos, or like been working on the same post like the past 5 minutes.
If you're enjoying yourself, you're not on your phone, you're actually living in that moment.
What do you think would be the reaction of, let's say, that people came to this and you guys said, okay, leave your phones at the door?
Oh, sheesh. Not as effective, I should say, to be honest with you.
So, okay, we live in an age where digital clout can get you paid and social media is king. So really, at the end of the day, what is the true purpose of these types of pop-ups at this point?
This is for you to improve your social media, make your friends jealous, stuff like that. That's the main reason. But if you're looking for like an actual interactive experience, just go to the park. 2, 3.
Hi, I'm Jerica.
One good thing about me is that I'm a change agent. I'm really good at coming into a situation or coming into an organization, seeing what's going poorly or not going as well as it could and making it better.
Hi, I'm Erin. One good thing about me is I like to help anyone that I encounter in my life.
I want you to say one good thing about you, not something that's a popular thing that you do.
It's really hard. It's really hard.
Now I want to ask you the question again, and I want you to also give me an alternate, like, good thing about yourself that's focused solely on you, not something that's like an outward trait.
I'm really bubbly, which I don't like about myself.
One good thing about me is I'm goofy.
So like, do I have to go into like, do you want me to like go into like the real shit? Like, are we really talking right now? Okay.
Yeah. Why do you think you felt more uncomfortable saying that you're goofy than the first thing you said that you were good at?
Because it's paying a compliment to myself, and sometimes that's a great question.
Do you still not like that about yourself? Why don't you like that you're bubbly?
Because I feel like people take advantage of bubbly people. Or it's easier to be mean than to be nice.
It's hard to say good things about yourself, and I don't know why that is. My cousin said something about the color of my hair and liking it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to get it cut, it doesn't look good.
Growing up, I was always told I was weird because I was just into different kinds of things. I was into different kinds of music. I was really fascinated by different types of art. And a lot of that came into my personality as being really bubbly, really friendly. When you are too nice or too open, it just kind of, it leaves the door open for someone to hurt you.
If you're not, you know, giving or caring or a little bashful or shy as a woman, it just comes off in such a way so you instinctively like are like, oh no, like I can't say anything good about me because like someone's gonna like say something about it later. And so it's just like, it's hard to feel comfortable like liking something appearance-wise for you.
Your body becomes this political existence where it's no longer neutral, it's no longer even yours. It's like, oh, other people have a right to say things about my body. So whereas I once used to just come into a room and be like, here I am, it's now like, oh, here I am.
I'm Chef Scott Green. I'm the executive pastry chef at the Langham Hotel, Chicago. Start here, and then I'm just gonna do a drag of that stuff. Some people call it donut sugar. It is powdered sugar that has had basically shortening. And these are some tips that I would recommend to anybody if they're looking to elevate their plates a little bit. First and foremost is to start big and go small. So use the main component of your plate, whatever that item might be, a piece of chicken or a piece of cake, and that kind of sets the central focus of the plate, and then start to add the garnish. Second, create contrast. That's really what makes a plate dynamic. If you've got something that's organic in texture, contrast it with something more smooth and geometric. If you have something that's wild and crazy and rustic, something that's more modern and sleek will contrast, and you can include that in the elements of your plate that really help. And then three, I'd keep it tight. Keep the components together so that you really kind of influence and control how your customer or guest will eat that dish. Because if you have everything spread out all over the plate, you're not really sure what bite the guest is getting each time. Once you have your plate, I have a couple tips on how to shoot it. Your food always looks better in a photograph. Now, you're never gonna get a great picture on Instagram if you're just using your phone in a dimly lit restaurant, but using natural daylight, especially diffused light, like on a cloudy day, can really help. So getting close to the window of a restaurant is always a good idea. Try and have that light behind the dish that you're trying to shoot. Anything backlit is gonna create a lot of texture and depth, which makes things more interesting. And then lastly, pick a focal point of your dish and make that part of the composition. Instead of just trying to shoot everything all together, pick maybe one element of the plate, a scoop of ice cream or a piece of meat, and make that the center of the shot. If you do that, I guarantee your plates will look and taste better.
When asked to describe
describe Kaitlyn Tavares, her teammates and coaches used a couple powerful words like go-getter and a positive force. Over the last few months, both of those characteristics helped the Northwestern volleyball player battle the toughest fight she's ever faced.
November 4th, team photo day for the Northwestern women's volleyball team.
2, 1.
A portrait that just became complete only recently.
It's good to have you back.
That was the first time I saw some of them because I've been so busy yesterday. That was crazy. I feel like they all grew, but they didn't. They're just 12 girls. It was great to see everyone so excited.
Picture Day was a welcome moment for junior libero Kaitlyn Tavares, whose life changed this past July.
That's really cute. I felt a little lump on my throat, and I thought that it was, you know, something that got nicked with my collarbone from playing or something, not a big deal. Went and got it checked out. There wasn't anything sinister initially about it.
I remember it was late July, and our athletic trainer, Haley Zimmerman, actually shot me a text and said, "Are you around to talk?" And I said, "Yeah, why don't you give me a call?" And then she said, "Well, where are you? Because I'm going to come see you." And so as soon as I got that part of the text, I knew something wasn't good.
I just won't forget this. She was in our kitchen, and she walked up, and she just kind of looked at me, and then just started crying. It was honestly a moment I won't forget because it was something I hope I never experience again.
Tavares was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. In August, she took a leave of absence from Northwestern and returned home to California to start radiation treatments. During Kaitlyn's battle, the support from her teammates never wavered.
They really made me feel like I was still there. So that was important for me. I didn't want to kind of just fade away and be away from volleyball. They really helped me stay in it.
In a show of support, Tavares' teammates created Lymphoma Awareness Night to raise money for the Headstrong Foundation, honoring her courage.
Here we've got somebody almost 2,000 miles away that was going to be going through probably one of the toughest things in her life that she was going to experience. So we created the mantra of Fight for KT.
And I was thinking about it when I had, it was hard to get up or do something. I said, okay, fight. Fight with my team using that hashtag. I put it on my wall. I put it, all the pictures they would send me, I'd print them out, put them on my wall, and look at those whenever I needed strength, and it really did help.
Recently, that fight paid off.
Being able to support them in person, seeing what you can't really see on the video that I've been watching online, it's just been really great to see that and feel that in the locker room, on the court, between points. It's just a great feeling.
I know your coach was mentioning you guys had kind of a special talk beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me what he told you before?
He told me that they missed me. Sorry, getting emotional here. I'm sorry. Our coaching staff's amazing. It was just, I've been talking to them a lot over the phone, but just to have that conversation in person was great. Every point, every moment with all the girls is just precious, and we all know that now more than ever. So I just can't wait to get back in the gym, get back in Evanston.
Kaitlyn's return to Evanston will come sooner rather than later. Her doctors recently gave her this great news. She's cancer-free.